And so here I am, sitting at home by myself on Saturday night. I'm sure all the gang stalkers are out there having a lot of fun um, gang stalking people and torturing people with remote neural monitoring, connecting to each other on mind control and broadcasting and all of that type of thing. But um, I wanted to go out tonight, and a couple reasons that I didn't. One is because I lost my bank card the other day, and it came in the mail today, so I have my bank card, but I slept all day, and I'm just not going out now. It's 11:40 on Saturday night, and I thought it'd be a better idea to stay in tonight for the whole weekend. I stayed in yesterday too, so I'm gonna stay in for the whole weekend, and you can see what I got going on here. Um, I got my Mac Pro connected to my TV, right, and I'm working on learning stuff. I'm going to learn how to do all of this stuff, and then from there, they're doomed. They are doomed because I promise that's how it works. How do you think they access it? How do you think they access the neural monitoring? Do you think they stroll over to the Pentagon into a secret room and there's 100,000 gang stalkers in there? No, no, they're right. They're right around you, and they love to be close by the people that they target. So they're right around you, and they're accessing all of this stuff online, and they hide it everywhere. And I'm not saying they're good coders, but there's good coders and there's good uh, hackers that are involved. Okay, and they help the rest of them try to keep the stuff hidden because a lot of them are idiots. They're very addicted to mind control. I had somebody comment yesterday. A guy we talk sometimes, and he's actually from here, and he says, I don't even think they take showers, and it's true. I don't think so either. I think they rarely take showers. I think they live nasty and they just lay there on mind control, worse than a crackhead lays there and smokes crack. I think it's way worse than that. I think it's the most addictive thing that's ever came about on this planet, and these gang stalkers get on this mind control connecting to somebody else, and they love the feeling of somebody else's thoughts being emitted into their mind, and they're hooked. And that's all they do is they lay there on mind control. They're on 24/7. They stay connected to people when they sleep. I don't think they hardly take showers or anything else. I think they barely eat food and probably do some dope, and that's probably about it. And just sit there on mind control 24/7, and have group nasty sex with nasty stank all over them. Uh, that's just the truth. And if you're going through remote neural monitoring, they're there 24/7. It's not AI. It's not. It's not a computer doing this to you. It's not a computer doing this to you. It's people, and they're really that demented on mind control that they just won't stop doing it at all. So I agree. They don't even take showers, I don't think. So I just talked to a friend of mine, a girl that's definitely going through the exact same thing that I'm going through. We've talked many times, and she's a very sweet girl, and she's honest, and I believe everything she says, and I know it's true. So she went on an airplane and to another city for work or whatever, and I was curious to ask her, can they talk to you while you're on an airplane? Yes. She said you can't use your phone. Everybody's got to turn off the phones. She said they still were talking to her on the airplane, and they were still talking to her 3 or 4 states away. The same people. So, and I believe her 100%. And I know that there's no range to this. I was curious about an airplane. Since it's like a aluminum sealed shell or whatever, like maybe the broadcast can penetrate it, but it does. And I believe her 100%. She's an honest person. So they can talk to you on airplanes. They can definitely talk to you no matter how far away you go. I've talked to many people that have been to faraway places, and the same people keep talking to them. And no matter how far I go, same people keep talking to me. It's just a broadcast, and it's satellite broadcast, and there's thousands of satellites swirling around the earth out there. So there's always some close by, and this system is set up that way. So that's what's going on, and they're accessing all of this stuff online, and they use a lot of coding. So I've been learning HTML, and just to because you got to start with the beginning, right? So I didn't know anything. I kind of knew the terminology a little bit, but now I kind of know HTML, and I'm starting to learn CSS, which has nothing to do with coding really. Is more about the styling to make it pages look right or whatever. But who knows? Maybe they can hide stuff in that too. I don't know, but I'm gonna learn it all. I I took a little course on JavaScript yesterday, and I'm gonna have to keep trying to learn more about JavaScript because that's a little more difficult, I think, than HTML. And I got this. I took a little Bootstrap course, and that's kind of more about styling too. Um, but it's necessary to know all of it. So my next thing, I'm going to get into PHP and then start to get into the more advanced things because I need to know how everything works, server side, client side, all of it. So because that's where they hide stuff. That's where and many times I've found their sites, okay, but I couldn't get into the stuff like I wanted to. I've found stuff where I've found their videos and even been able to do the secret skip to little thing to make it collapse inward, and still for some reason couldn't get it. I guess maybe they removed it real quick. I don't know what the deal is, but I know um, you know how I am. If I get into something, I want to be the best. So I'm not saying I'm going to be the best. You guys out there that think you want to come and hack me real quick, just leave me alone. I'm not the best, but eventually I'm gonna be good at this. So that's where they hide stuff, and that's the best way to go about trying to find stuff about neural monitoring. So ain't that cool though? Subscribe to my channel, y'all, and you can see that I'm working with coding. I got a Mac, so I did TextMate. At first I did Text Wrangler, but when I save as like it always locks up the program. So, but then TextMate did the same thing. So maybe it's something in the OS. I don't know. Um, I'm gonna get to the bottom of all of this gang stalking stuff. So I felt like it was a better idea to stay in on Saturday night and learn, and Friday night and learn. And I'm very determined to go about this the right way. And I've got my focus. And I promise everybody, I've always told the truth, and that's how it works, and that's what they do. So continue to follow along, and I would suggest doing the same thing and start to learn about this internet coding languages and computer coding languages. It's important to be able to get neural monitoring. They don't mess with people that are good at stuff like that. Even if they put them on neural monitoring, if those people just happen to not know, they don't get gang stalked because that's how it all works. And why do you think every targeted person is so confused? Because they don't target people that know coding because that's how they operate. So that's where they hide the stuff. So I'll go out next weekend. I like to go to the Believe Music Hall. So I could rave all night, but I'm staying in this weekend, and I got to work all week at my job. So trying to keep it together, and I got goals for myself, and I think all of you should do the same thing and keep it together and take care of yourself, be healthy, and you're smart. You're smarter than they are. That's why they love you. That's why they look. Imagine targeting somebody. Okay, they're targeting with a broadcast, but they like to connect to you. They like to connect to you. They like your thoughts to be in their mind. Okay, imagine connecting to some idiot. It's not very interesting. You'd probably be like, let me get off of this idiot's channel. He's a moron, or she's a moron. You wouldn't want to. Okay, so obviously you're a smart person. That's why they love to connect to you. So, my suggestion is live your life and be successful and do things that are going to help you get out of this situation. You don't have forever, so you might as well start now.